Is the Most High's name Yahuah? Is the Son's name Yahusha? Today we'll be talking about that. Before we dive into this, is the name Yahuah and Yahushua ever recorded in the Hebrew Bible? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that after this video. Or maybe, if you're not able to be the judge of it, maybe you can go and look into it for yourself. Now, Ani Yehuda Hayorah, the Shalom. I'm Judah the Shooter, and Shalom. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get right on into it, ladies and gents. Now, before we do, there's something you have to understand, ladies and gents. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to show you a vowel point here. Let's scroll down. Here we go. If you look here up top, and now this is going to be very important. You have to remember this in order to know and understand what names do we actually find in the Hebrew Bible versus what we've heard over the years. I'm going to physically show you, not through a dry eraser board, not through philosophy, but I'm going to show you what's actually in the text. Now, ladies and gents, this is coming from somebody who actually read biblical Hebrew. So pay very close attention, ladies and gents. Let's go back. This here is called a cholam. Cholam. Now, you have more than one type of cholam. You have a defective cholam. Well, I'm going to show you this one first. This is called a cholam. And then let me skip a space here. You have what is known as a defective cholam here. Let me skip a space. Don't mind that dot there, but this dot you can mind. So this here is called a cholam, and this one here is also called a cholam or a defective cholam. They both make the same sound. Oh, like you're going to the show, or Johnny is sitting in the row. Okay, so both makes O sound. Okay, now this letter here, matter of fact, let me just show you really quick. Don't mind that dot there. This letter is the sixth letter in Hebrew, and it's called Vav, or it can make the w sound, the wa sound. All right, let me skip a space here. Okay, so this here is a Vav. It can make the V or the W sound, okay? But if the dot is over this Vav, it makes O sound. Sometimes you won't see the Vav and you'll just see this, but they both make O sound, all right? Now, get this. If the dot is in the middle, pay very close attention, ladies and gents. That's called a sharuk. Now, remember, it is also a Vav. But when the dot is in the middle here, when the dot is in the middle of this Vav, it looks like that. It's called a sharuk, okay? Sharuk. If the dot is over the Vav, it's a cholam. Sometimes you won't see the Vav and you'll see this and it'll make O sound. But every now and then you'll see this sharuk vowel point. It'll make oo sound, like it'll sound like moo, shoo, ooh, do. It makes oo sound. You have to remember these. If you do not remember these, you're not going to understand what name is actually found in the Hebrew Bible. Okay? That being said, the question that was asked in the beginning, is the Most High named Yahuah, and it's his son named Yahusha. And remember, it's a two-part question. Is that name actually found in the Hebrew Bible? Now look, these are actual memes that you will see. You see right here, Yahuah for the Most High's name, and then right here at the bottom, Yahusha. You will see that. Is this actually found in an actual Hebrew Bible? Not a meme, not a piece of paper, not from what someone told you? Can you actually see it with your own eyes? If you say yes, then by all means, let us know which Hebrew Bible, what 100% Hebrew Bible that you own, that you have in your possession, that we can see those vowel points in the Most High's name and in the Son's name. That being said, let me go back and share my screen. Now, I want to go first here to Safari.com. Safari is a Hebrew word which means library. I'm going to go to the Tanakh, and what I want to do is I want to go to what is known as Sefer Yahushua, Perech Aleph, Pasuk Aleph. You may know that as the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 1. Ve Pasuk Beit, and verse 2. Let's go ahead and share my screen again. So I'll read and translate. Hebrews read from right to left. It says, Vayhi achrei mot Moshe eved Yahuah, Vayemer Yahuah el Yahushua ben Nun me sharet Moshe lemor. Matter of fact, I'll read verse 2 as well. Moshe avdei mate ve'ata kum avor et hayardin hazeh ata ve'kol ha'am hazeh el haaretz asher anoki noten lahim livnei Yisrael. So it says, and it came to pass after the death of Moses, the servant of who? Of the Lord, as you would see. It says, Vayemer Yahuah. It says, and the Lord said, El Yahushua to Joshua, Ben Nun, the son of Nun, Misharet, meaning what? He's the minister of the servant of Moshe. I'm sorry, Moshe's servant. Lemor saying, verse 2, Moshe of day, so Moses, my servant, mate, is dead. The atai, and he's telling in you, kum, he's telling him to get up, rise. Avor, and cross over Ed Hayordain Hazeh, to this Jordan. Atai, you, v'chal, and all ha'am, the people. Hazeh, this, or it can mean that as well. El haaretz, to the land, asher that, anochi, I, notain, have given lahem to you. Livnei, have given unto who? Livnei Yisrael, unto who? The children of Israel. That being said, ladies and gents, this is the same thing you will see here. Now, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spake unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses, minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise and go over this Jordan, you and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them, even to the children of Israel. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, all right. The reason why I'm bringing this up, because the question that I asked was, is Yahusha or Yahuah found in the Hebrew Bible? Let's see. Let's see what the actual Hebrew Bible text says. We click on here. This is the name of the Most High. Let's click on it. This says, yeah, that those two dots right there is called a Shavah, is a vocal Shavah. Now here, it makes a sound. So you have a silent Shavah and you have a vocal Shavah. But I don't want to confuse you, but these two dots here makes sound. So that says yeah. Then you have the letter hey, this letter here. Oh, it won't let me do it. I don't know why. But this here, it looks like a little 7 right there with a dot coming down. It won't let me highlight it. Remember, Hebrew goes from right to left. There we go. That's a hey. Then we have the vav. Now remember that dot up top? Remember this here? You learned earlier, it makes O sound. Also, when you see this dot here, it's called a defective cholam. It makes O sound. Let's go down here. Cholam, O sound. Look right here, O sound. See that? O. This one here, the sharuk, it makes oo sound. So look, notice in the Hebrew Bible, The dot is up top. It makes O sound. The vav that I showed you earlier, because of those vowel points there, the vowel sound is dropped. All right. So the kamat's vowel point, it looks like a little T. Let me show you this real quick. Let me show you the kamat. It makes a long A class vowel. A class vowel. Now look, let me show you something else really quick. I don't want to confuse you. But notice you see right here, it says A and O. The reason being is because this is right here. When you have the Shava, the Chataf Kamats, that would make O sound if it looks like that, as in Naomi, when you see that there. But when it stands alone here, it makes long A class vowel like ra, ba, ha, ma. All right. So when you look here, you see it right there, ladies and gentlemen. You see the chulam up top and you see the vav at the bottom. Okay. So the v or the vav, remember earlier I told you it can make a V sound or a W sound. Remember that? Well, keep that same energy here. So this says Yahuah or Yehovah. And that's what you see here. Yehovah. That vav can also make a W sound, the sixth letter. Okay? So that says Yehovah or Yehovah. Jehovah is what you see there. For example, Psalms 68. Psalm 68, 18. No, not Psalm 68. No, I'm tripping. Psalms 83, 18. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. So, here we go. Shemcha Yehovah, my name, Jehovah. See that right there in English? Jehovah. That's the same name you see there. Jehovah or Yehovah or Yahuah. That name is actually found in the Hebrew Bible, no matter what anybody has told you, no matter what anybody have said to you. The name that is actually found in the text is that. Nothing more, nothing less. Now look, I am very technical. I am telling you what is actually in the text. So no matter what anybody say what God's name is, I'm showing you in the actual text what it says verbatim. Okay? And I've made the long story short on how to sound these words out and the letters. That being said, let's go back here. Now, the reason why, hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Something I want to show you. Okay. Here. Now, I have a Hebrew keyboard. The reason why we went to Joshua chapter 1 earlier, I'm going to type this in. Joshua. Yehoshua. Okay? Then I'm going to put there. Joshua and Jesus. That's what I just typed in my Hebrew keyboard there. Okay? So, that being said, what most people don't know, Jesus and Joshua is the same name. So here, let me take the and off. Yeshua is short term, like Mike, Dan. Yehoshua is full term, like Michael and Daniel. It's the same name. The same exact name. So when you say Yeshua, which I'm about to show you in a second, or Yehoshua, you're saying Joshua. It's a short term form. I'll give an example. Here, up top. So this says Habisora HaKadosha Al-Pi Matai Perek Aleph. This says the gospel. This is the holy. So this is the holy gospel Al-Pi, according to the mouth of the account of Matai, which is the short term for Matt. Is Matt, or the short term for Matitiyahu, which would be Matthew. Let us know Perek Aleph, chapter 1. When you read Matthew 1 and 1, this is what it says. here. It says, Sefer to the Yeshua HaMashiach ben David ben Abraham. Sefer, which is the book of the genealogy of the generation of Yeshua HaMashiach, the son of David, son of Abraham. But this here, Yeshua, notice that sharuk there? That's a ooh sound. Remember that earlier when I showed you that? This here? Ooh, it makes you sound. You sound. Okay? So, that being said, ladies and gents, in the Hebrew text, this is a shin. Why? Because the dot here is over the right. It makes a sh sound. Yeah. Shu. Ah. Yeshua. Ha, which is the. Ma. Shi. Ach. Yeshua HaMashiach, which is what you know is Jesus the Christ, or Jesus the Anointed, or Jesus the Messiah. Okay? That being said, let's go to, I'm sorry about that. I'll put it back in English. I have my Hebrew keyboard. Sorry about that, guys. Matthew 1:1. Here we go. This word here. Iesus. It tell you that this Greek word Iesus is of Hebrew origin. And look at the name that it says here. Yahushua. That's the same name as Joshua. Now, this name Joshua is combined with two words. As you see here, this Hebrew word and that Hebrew word. This Hebrew word is what you learned earlier, Yehovah. Yahuah. That's what you know as Jehovah. And it has a second Greek word of Yahusha, which means to deliver, which means to save. That is the root word there in that. It means to redeem or to save, if you will. Okay? This is very important. That being said, Isaiah chapter 1, verse 1. Same thing it says here. It says Chazon Yeshayahu. The vision of Isaiah, or who we know as Yeshaya, ben Amos, the son of Amos. So here, Yeshayahu. I'm bringing this up for a reason. Yeshaya, Yeshaya. And that word has two root words in it. The Yah, which is this word, Yah. You also read in Psalm 68:4. When you look up the name Jah, you put it in Hebrew, you'll see the word Yah. Then Isaiah has another root word, Yeshai, the same root word that you just saw. See that? The same root word. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, Isaiah and who you know as Yeshua and even Hosea has the same root word in their name. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to Joshua 1. Oh, sorry about that. Joshua chapter 1. Now, here is Joshua. And let's see what it says. Yeah, once again, whole. Remember this cholam earlier? It makes O sound. Remember I told you and showed you this? Oh, that's a cholam. O sound. O sound. Then we have the shu. Remember this right here? The sharuk vowel point? That right there, it makes oo sound. And then you have the ayin, or the ayin, which is silent, but it has the patach at the bottom. It makes a short A class sound, ah, if you will. Yeah, ho, shu, ah. Yehoshua. That's what it says. In order for it to say Yahusha, it would have to look like this. Let me show you. Let me make it smaller real quick. Okay, so it will have to look like this. Because remember, people say that it says Yahusha and Yehoshua, as you see there. Got that? In order for it to make that sound, we would have to see this, ladies and gents. Yah. That says Yah. Then you have the Sharuk. Yahu. That says Yahu. Yahu. And then we have to have the Shin. Yahusha. I'm sorry, Yahu. And then I have to have this. Yahusha. Yahusha. That is never found here with Joshua. Remember, Joshua and Jesus have the same name. That's never found in any Hebrew Bible. We don't see those vowel points next to that. So, or some may say, no, we'll put the patach there. Yahusha. So when they say it says Yahusha, is that found in any Hebrew Bible? If so, which Hebrew Bible do you have in your possession? Not what somebody have told you, not some YouTube video, not some meme, not what you feel or think. Which Hebrew Bible do you have? And give me the chapter and the verse so that I can go and read it for myself. And let's see what it says. Don't change the topic. Don't get in your feelings. Don't name call. Don't even ask no questions. Just show. Show first. Then after we deal with what says in your Bible, then we can go to a Q&A. And the reason why you do this is because it keeps feelings and emotions off the table. Show my screen. So this would say Yahusha, but that's not in the Bible. It's not there. Exodus 20. V'daber Elohim et kol havarim ha'ele lemor. And God spake all words or all things or all these words saying. All right. The next verse says here, Anaki Yahuah Eloheka asher zetika meres mizraim mibe avadim. So I, the Lord your God, which have brought you from the land of Egypt, from the house of slavery, the house of bondage. The name that we see here is not Yahuah, because this vowel point here does not make a U sound. Only the Sharuk vowel point, as we learned earlier. This here, that makes U sound. So when people say Yahuah or Yahusha, you have to ask them, how is it Yahuah or Yahusha if that name is not found in any Bible? How was that? Sorry about that, guy. I had a text message. That name is never found in the Bible. So how are we getting Yahuah or Yahusha? You have to answer from your biblical text by showing first before you speak. Show. Just show. And when we do, let's go over the vowel points to see which sounds that they make. And let's see what we come up with, ladies and gents. Now, a lot of these people will use their concordance. Look.
Strong's H 3068. Yahuah. Yahuah.
Not Yahuah. Look at this. Joshua 1. Here. Joshua.
Strong's H 3091. Yehoshua. Yehoshua.
Because the patach.
And second entry.
Because the patach makes a short A sound. Remember Joshua and Jesus. When you look at this name Joshua here, ladies and gents, here. A off. Here. And when you switch the vav here, let me move that out of the way. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, here we go. Boom. Jesus, Yeshua. Same exact name. Same exact name, ladies and gentlemen. So the question is, where are we getting this from? Where are we getting this from? It's not in any Hebrew Bible ever recorded. Not in any Hebrew Bible. So the question is, which Hebrew Bible did you read Yahuah And which Hebrew Bible did you read Yahusha? Which Hebrew Bible did you read that? Me personally, as a person who reads biblical Hebrew, I have never in my life seen a Hebrew Bible where it says these things. I've never seen it. But I do question, which Hebrew Bible have you read this from? That's what I would like to know. Now, again, am I saying don't say those names? No, I'm not, because the Most High knows who you're talking about. He knows the intents of the heart. However, if you're saying that that name is in the Hebrew Bible, now I'm going to question it, just like I questioned the Lashawan Kodash, which is the so-called Holy of Pure Tongue. If you saw my last video, then you already know what I mean by when I'm saying that. But I haven't seen a Hebrew Bible that says these things. Hopefully someone out there can produce this mysterious Hebrew Bible and show where this is saying this. Now keep this in mind, guys. Look, you're going to say what you're going to say, but you also going to see what you're going to see. Go into the Hebrew Bible, because keep in mind, there are people that is coming to this truth and they're listening to you. And when they hear Yahusha or Yahuah, and all you did was show them a meme, then hey, you might mislead them, because a lot of these people are saying, hey, look, I want to say the true name. I want to say this. I want to say it like that. Why? Because this is God's name and I'm going to say it like that. Well, bad news for you guys. Never seen it in the Hebrew Bible. Never. But a lot of people who argue with me are people who actually don't really read biblical Hebrew. They'll argue with me though. They'll say how I'm wrong, crazy. They'll ask you setup questions. They'll get in their feelings, and they'll go all around the topic instead of doing what I asked them. Go into the Hebrew Bible, show me a screenshot of the whole verse, and let me read it, and we go from there. But, ladies and gentlemen, look, you draw this conclusion on your own. This is the long story short. Yahuah or Yahusha, this name here and this name here is never found in the Hebrew Bible that I've ever seen in my entire life. In my entire life, I've never seen it at all. I've never seen it at all. But when we look here, Yahushua, I can see that. Check this out. I also want to show you something, ladies and gentlemen. In your Apocrypha, right? Where we at? Apocrypha. Hold on one second. What is it? Okay, here we go. Ben Sirach, son of Sirach. And I want to go to chapter what chapter would I say? Give me a second, guys. No, that's 26. I'm tripping. Oh, sorry about that. Second, guys. All right, son of Sirach. I want to go to maybe chapter 50. Yochanan is John. Gadal Achai, Tiferet, Amo, Shimeon. No, wait, it might be. Hold on one second. Sorry about it. It might be. Let me see. It might be 46. Yeah, here we go. Gavor ben Chayil, Yehoshua ben Nun, Misrat Moshe. Same thing here. We have the Gabor, which is one who was mighty, all right, a valiant, all right. Ben Chayil, all right, Chayil, which is a valiant, like the word for virtuous. Yehoshua ben Nun. This here says Yehoshua, as I've been showing you earlier. See this right here? Yehoshua, that's Joshua. That's Joshua. But look, if you put it in Hebrew and English, look at that. Yehoshua, not Yahusha. Not Yahusha. So anybody who has the Apocrypha, all you have to do is read Ecclesiasticus, aka Sirach, chapter 46. Look. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you look here in chapter 46, we just saw it say Yehoshua, as I've been telling you earlier, not Yahusha. But if you pull it up here, the Apocrypha, the one that you may have access to, chapter 46, look at what it says here, guys. Jesus, Yehoshua, Yeshua. These are the names that are actually found in the Hebrew text, ladies and gentlemen. And I just showed you the Apocrypha in Hebrew, Joshua's name. And it showed, because earlier I told you that Joshua and Jesus is equivalent to the same name. I've done a video on this already before. If you have been to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, youtube.com/Judah, because I shoot out scripts, I shoot out information. I did a video. I did a video a long time ago, and this video, let me show you really quick before we get out of here. This video here, it says, "Is Yahuah God's name?" Or yeah, I've shown that here, ladies and gentlemen. So I did a video here. You see right here, Yeshua, which is the salvation, and Yah. I got there, but I talk about these things in the video, and you just make sure you watch it, ladies and gents. And I go into even further detail as I'm talking about now, ladies and gents. See if I can show that. Well, look, just watch the video. I did this video over 3 years ago, back in 2021. Definitely check the video out, ladies and gentlemen. So the question I'm going to ask you now, is Yahusha and Yahuah found in any Hebrew Bible that you have in your possession? That's the question that we should be asking. That one. Scratch the other questions. Is Yahuah or Yahusha found in any Hebrew Bible that you have in your possession? If so, produce the evidence. Show us what it says. Show us what it says. And let us go from there. And let's see if what you say stands. All right. It's like what Galatians 4:16 say. Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Ani Yehuda Hayorah, Yahi Hamelech, Yeshua HaMashiach, Lehitriot, V'Shalom, V'Hallelujah. Before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If this is the first time you've been to the channel, then you definitely going to be in for a treat, ladies and gents. Also, remember the last video that I did, because I spoke about the Lashawan Kodash dialect, is right here. I did it 7 days ago, and I named it here Lashawan Kodash, or Biblical Hebrew. More than likely, there might be a series on that, ladies and gents. So definitely, once again, like, share, and subscribe. The YouTube channel is youtube.com/Judah the Shooter, JUDAHDASHOOTAH. That's youtube.com/Judah the Shooter. Obviously, you just saw the link the entire time on the video, ladies and gents. So once again, Lehitriot, Shalom.